Hello, love. Welcome to the ChiLOVE Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeart Radio, and Spotify Premium. The ChiLOVE Radio Show is sponsored by ChiLOVE LLC. Today we're going to talk about Antonio Brown. About a month ago, he walked off the field in the middle of the game. So if you saw the video, he was undressing on the field. I mean, he didn't get down to the nitty gritty, but he took his uniform off, threw his jersey into the stand. It looked like he was releasing himself. It looked like he was freeing himself. So, if you don't know, Antonio Brown plays for the Tampa Bay Bucks. And at this time, they were playing a game against the Jets. Now, Antonio was 8 catches, 55 receiving yards, and 1 touchdown away from receiving his $1 million bonus. So a lot of people was tripping on the fact that he was so close to getting an extra $1 million, and he threw it away. A lot of teammates were voicing their opinions. They saying that this man basically always cut up. A lot of people were expressing concern about his mental health because he didn't wait until, the game was over. He literally did it in the middle of the game. And at the time, they were losing to the Jets. So he chucked the deuces after, as he was going off the field. And that upset a lot of people. Like, his coach was like, he's not one of us anymore. Like, just straight disowned him. He's not one of us anymore. So everybody was also talking about his injury. He had previously suffered an ankle injury, and he wasn't his best self. So, okay, you hear something like that, and, on this little earthly plane, you hear that a person is injured any type of way, and their thing is, well, I was injured and I still played. Well, I feel like this and I still did this. Well, I was going through this and I still did that. Well, you're not them. You don't, who knows what level you were on when you were going through what you was going through, and what level this person was on by the time they experienced whatever injury they experienced. You could have been already, pretty healthy and had an injury, whereas this other person was already crumbling, and then the injury took them out. But people don't think like that, and it's weird that it's like we're concerned about your mental health, but tear you down at the same time. Now, it's the difference between acknowledging the truth and tearing somebody down. So you had a few people saying they hope he gets the help that he needs or whatever, but a lot of people were really, really upset. And apparently he is a very good athlete. They said that he gives his all to the game. He said that he was told that if he didn't play while he was injured, that he was done. That his coach, gave him the sign, the kaputs, you out of here. So he said it wasn't him quitting. He said that he was fired. So he felt rejected. And then it was also said that he said he left because he's a super gremlin. Oh my God. There were disagreements with staff. He said that there was a clash between him and staff due to the different backgrounds that they had. And so if you want to go deeper into that, backgrounds, beliefs, ways of life, and so forth. And he said that he has never been diagnosed with any type of mental illness. He just has a high IQ. So it's like basically he felt like they gave him the middle finger, so he publicly gave them the middle finger, even putting himself on the line. And I was just curious of what sign this little person was, and come to find out, ooh, you goddamn Cancer, Lord. So, and everybody that has a zodiac sign is not always like exactly the same, but there are similarities that you can definitely see amongst people with, similar, with the same zodiac signs. And it explains a lot. They say he a hot mess. They say he's a hot mess. He's good at what he does, but he's a hot mess. He got exposed for a fake vaccine card. They say he's been arrested in the past. He has bailed on previous teams and then just up and joined another team. They say he's full of drama. And then after he left the field, he released a song. And he tweeted, "Thanks for the opportunity." So, of course, a lot of people were in their feelings about, how he responded to everything. And understandably so. Understandably so, because he is a part of a team. But at the same time, the team must understand that the team is made up of individuals. And if you have somebody that is giving their all, and that's one of the things that I'm not crazy about with flesh. People will drain you. You will give your all and they will still want more. They will see that you are suffering and still press you to get more out of you. And sometimes that's fine and you can press through. But one thing you have to understand is that you got this mentality where, okay, I just got to keep moving. I just got to keep moving. But you're not dealing with the issues that have you acting the way that you acting. So it's like it's not going to be good for anybody in the long run, even a doggone team. Nothing is wrong with some present pleasure. But what about longevity? You can still be successful and still be considerate of those that you deal with. And understand that, yes, you go through stuff and you cope how you cope and you push how you push and you do what you do. But everybody might not move the way that you move. Certain things may affect you a certain way where you could shake it off and it'll crush this other person. So then are you to, grind them down even more so into the ground? Or try to understand and maybe you pick up a little bit more of whatever needs to be done while a person is, getting themselves together. If it's something that's going to affect the team. A team is like a family. Everybody is responsible for themselves. for standing on their own 2 feet. But in the event where somebody in the family falls or becomes ill or whatever, we as a family must come together to carry that weight and support that person and help to nurture that person and heal that person so that they can get back on their feet. It's not a thing of, oh, as long as you are doing what I need you to do, then you good with me. And as soon as you start to have some personal issues, you don't matter to me no more. If you can't do what I need you to do, that's basically what it's saying. If you can't do what I need you to do for me, regardless of what you're going through, and I'm not really trying to take up for this man seeing that he had cancer. I'm not going to even, I got a little bias right now. But just in the state of people, if I can't utilize you, if I can't control you, if I can't influence you to move the way that I want you to move, then you're nothing to me. And again, how many times do y'all hear ChiLOVe talking about being mindful of the way that you treat others? And this may be his little karma with everybody feeling the way that they feel. Although they did take him back. He is still a Buccaneer. They ended up working it out. He says he's grateful for the opportunity. But a lot of people took this situation as a time to really like express how they felt about him as a person. And a lot of people have a very horrible misconception that because they are talented or because they are good at something, skilled at something, that they are a good person. That's not true at all. You could be very skilled and very talented and a bum of heart, a bum of mind. Your accomplishments is on a different level than your character. And it seems like Antonio Brown has poor character. And then even his comment of he's never been diagnosed, he just has a high IQ. That's a narcissist statement. That is a narcissist statement. So that means that you think that you're smarter than everybody. And that you are unteachable. My, how we crash and burn when we become unteachable. Look around with what's going on in this world. And yeah. Some always happening. But everything is amped up now. Everything is amped up now. People are not able to continue to wear those masks. They're starting to be exposed, and you're going to continue to be exposed. The exposure is good for you, so that you can see yourself, so that you can hold yourself accountable, so that you can make the necessary changes that you need to make so that you can be your best self. And you can't blame anybody but yourself. You can't blame anybody but yourself. Because see, one thing about it and how Mama Did God work is you're going to have a little situation. And that's a sign that you're supposed to pay attention to, right? But we don't be paying all on, we see it, but we don't see it. We see it, but we don't see it. And when Mama Daddy God talking to you about you, you're going to end up in situations where you can't do nothing but look at the man in the mirror and point your finger dead at that man in the mirror or that woman. Because every day that you wake up, that's a chance to get some right. That's a chance to consciously improve in something. That's a chance to initiate some growth in your life. Every day. But a lot of people take advantage of that. You don't take advantage of the compassion of Mama Daddy God. Because it's not Mama Daddy God who's going to punish you. You're going to be turned over to yourself. Which means that this time, when you pray out, when you call out, you're not going to be answered. Not this time. Because why? You chose. But see, in this case, like with Antonio Brown, he's a talented man with the football and the music and so forth. They say he do his thing. But the industries have helped to create these monsters. You could do whatever you want to do to whoever you want to do it to, as long as you keep on making sure that we get money in our pockets. As long as the exposure of whatever it is that we doing keep being up front and keep being in the spotlight, we going to overlook your character. That needs to change. Because what you have to understand is that this talented person is now a liability to the industry long term. Long term. And that's whatever industry you in. When I used to be the little floor director at this community center, I remember telling one of the little boys who ended up being one of my other little sons, because he's very talented in a lot of stuff, learned really fast, but character was just thumbs down. Thumbs down. And I told him, like, people will skip over you for a person who is not as talented as you are, but has the same potential, but their character level is higher than yours. They might not be as skilled and as talented, but their character level is higher than yours. Because you don't know about humbleness. Because you don't know about respecting others. You don't know about not judging people to the point where you treat them lowly. And what you have to understand is that life is all about change. You could be up today and down tomorrow. You could be the shit today and ain't shit tomorrow. But your character, that's going to last forever. And nobody is talking about isolated incidents or little phases of life. I'm talking about the sincerity of who you are. The sincerity of who you are. And you can't hide that behind doing good deeds. Because you want people to think that you're a good person. You know how much energy it takes to make people think you're a good person? You could have put that energy into actually becoming a good person. That's weird. I know I'm an eccentric little person, but it's some weirdos out here that you too busy competing, looking down on people, jealousy, just ridiculous. That's some weirdo ass shit. Instead of putting that energy into healing what's fucked up about your fucked up ass, and indeed you are fucked up. Hey, and that's okay. Acknowledgement is the first step to healing. Acknowledgement is the first step to healing. A lot of people hide behind the stuff that comes natural to them, or the stuff that keeps them in a little limelight or whatever, and they putting their all into that. And because you running from those things that you know that you need to be dealing with. And it's going to chase you down till you go crazy. It's going to chase you down till you lose your mind. Because it's stopping you from being your best self. I don't care if you pray to Mama Did God, Jesus, Buddha, I don't care whoever. It's this, you know what I'm talking about? I don't care how your religion or spiritual realm go. You got somebody that's guiding you. You got an internal locus of control within yourself more than anything. And there are things that's like not good for business, especially now. Everything is transitioning. The things that you needed before to survive, you don't need them now. You don't need them where this world is going towards. You don't need it. We are at a time, 2022 is the year of the self. We are, and it's not the year of the self in a selfish way. Well, I guess it is kind of selfish. I guess it is kind of selfish because you got to tap into yourself. You need to start to read. You need to start to pay more attention to what is stopping you from being your best self. Because understand that if you can't be your best self for yourself, it's hard to be your best self for others. You may still be able to muster the strength and, still maintain and get some things done for other people because, it's not on them with what's going on with you. But at the same time, sometimes you need to pull back from everything and everybody and just have some time with you and Mama Daddy God, with you and your ancestors, with you and the universe, whoever it is that you talk to, child. And receive the message. A lot of people be so busy just yapping. Oh, I'm gonna pray for this. I want this wrong, such, but you don't shut the fuck up so you can hear. You don't shut the fuck up so that you can hear your fucking way out. It's time. It's time to rid yourself of the people. I don't care if they blood. You understand me? I don't care if they help to skeet or push you out. If they are not adding to your higher self, if they are a liability in your life, they must go. If they have an angel face and a devil's heart, they must go. They are poisoning your purpose in life. They are poisoning your elevation in life. They are poisoning the accomplishments that you want to make. because you're not going to be allowed to be your best self. Because these are not just people. People have souls. There are spirits. There are energies. That are connected to people that is making them a liability in your life. So you don't have to kiss ass like of people like Antonio Brown because he do good at what he do. He doing good at what he do. But look at all of the turmoil and chaos and just ruckus that then laid out and played out behind his actions. You gotta be mindful too, like, is the person rocking with us because they really a part of the team? Or is this just a little stepping stone and they think, you know what I'm saying, they feel like we hot now, but as soon as you see something better or something that you think could take you to another level, you gonna jump ship. And he has definitely shown that he jumped ship. And it's working, but it's not working for him. It's working, but it's not working for him. And a lot of people are going to start to realize that a lot of stuff that used to work for you, shit ain't got no power now, babe. A lot of the schemes that you used to do, getting over on people, running with your little slick game, overcharging people, just, you know what I'm saying? Getting over for your benefit. When I tell you that you're not gonna benefit from it in the long term the way that you think that you are, mark my words, as we 27 minutes and 31 seconds into this segment. There is a clearing now. Stuff like this is being exposed because it's supposed to be exposed. Because it's not good for us as a people. It's not even good for him as a person. And a lot of people may even see that they have certain little issues, but they're not willing to get the help or do the work. And it is some work, people. And it don't feel good. The process do not feel good. But it's worth it. I promise you it's worth it. But it is time to rid yourself of the things that no longer serve you. Them friends that today it seems like they got your back, tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? You picking up energy. You picking up some up in your spirit like, okay, it seems like this person rock with me, but then it seems like they don't rock with me. Your intuition is not lying to you. Fall back on who you need to fall back. People gonna get mad. Hoes do that. Hoes mad. It's a whole song about it. They didn't give a fuck when you was mad. Do what you need to do to become your best self. And we love y'all here at the ChiLOVe Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium.